Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are taking a look at The Substance. This is from 2024. Has Demi Moore and Dennis Quaid in it. And that's all I know about it, so let's see what I'm in for.
I just found out that right now. I have no idea what to expect, but I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to get this a watch.
Same boat. Have no clue what this film is about. To be honest, haven't even heard of any trailers or opinions or anything. So I'm excited for this one.
Zero knowledge of what's about to happen. All I know is that Demi's in it. She's always crushing it in everything she's ever done. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she brings to this. Let's go!
On the cult of personality, Lachos, Stalin, and Gandhi. The cult of personality, the cult of personality, the cult of personality.
There it is.
Oh my
It
god.
was so quiet.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just...
Yeah, like, is there
You're
something
worried.
wrong with our setup?
Yeah.
I'm guessing people in the theater were probably like, hey. Just where we get a jump scare.
Oh, boy.
Damn it. We're going to have to learn some
I'm not
chemistry
sure
here.
that's how that works, guys.
Hey, we're not
Hey
chemists.
guys, we're not scientists here, guys.
Someone getting their star?
Yeah, they're making bad medicines star on the Walk of Fame right there.
They spelled it wrong.
Does it seem like a 4-person job to you guys?
Well, speed, Dave.
Well, if you
We don't
want
got
to...
much time.
You want it done right?
Yep.
Elizabeth! Here, Elizabeth! We love you! Elizabeth! Right here, we love you!
Okay, so looking at it, it looks like it's from a long time ago.
Yeah.
The clothes.
Look at the camera there, the clothing, the shoes.
A lot of time has passed.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is not at least it's not a
course.
pizza.
Of course. Well, it might as well have been. It's ketchup.
Oh, the classic, like, half-ass cleanup.
Smearing it around.
Why would you use your shoe?
Whatever.
Ah, okay. Rain will get it.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got it. Feel that power, lady.
There she is.
Doing the aerobics.
That must be her, huh?
You got it.
Is this how it was for you, personal training back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Personal training with Diamond Dave?
It's wearing that leotard, too.
Giant jellyfish.
Actually, the bad medicine workout was kind of like us.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you.
Oh, who's going to know? He'll be around that hallway.
The hallway is filled with posters of you. I'm sure you can go wherever you want.
Yeah.
And they got the stall doors all the way to the ground, so
Perfect.
I don't care. Every
Uh-oh.
young girl in this town. The next few weeks.
Ah,
that is-
Dennis.
Make it simple.
This camera.
Need her young. How the old has been able to stick around for this long. That's a fucking mystery to me. I don't give a what we promised her.
Did you know that a woman's fertility starts to decrease about the age of 25?
He's going to be something else in this movie.
Holy shit. What
whoa,
a way to
what a
introduce the character.
start. Holy shit.
Wow, we're starting the story off with some vanity, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's one thing also that he didn't do is he didn't wash his hands after he was done.
Yeah.
It's like when you see someone fart on screen.
Oh, God.
People just love that.
Oh, this is all about Diamond Dave.
And people always ask for something new. Oh, George! Oh! I'm sorry, I gotta run.
Jeez, holy
You're a genius! Oh, what a mess. You're a genius.
Ugh. Some of these shots are unique in a good way. makes you feel things. How you doing, Dave?
Much better now that that scene's over.
Oh no!
Oh. Oh.
How did they pull off that shot?
I don't know. That must
Was that a mannequin in there? And they
hit.
You don't have so much as a cracked molar, so you are good to go. By the way, I just want to say my wife is a huge fan. Blood type. Oh, hey, it's your birthday.
Oh, okay, she's crying. I was like, are we going to get some horror spot here?
There's just one last exam to perform.
I thought he said I was good to go.
What the
Is there a problem?
No, it's perfect. You're a good candidate. I mean, you're good to go.
I mean,
A good candidate. Oh, did he slip something in the old jacket pocket?
is that a vape pen?
No, it's a USB.
Oh.
Jesus. Damn it, I missed the note.
Lizzie
It's
Sparkle?
changed my life.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Fred from 10th grade homeroom.
Oh, dude, she's supposed to remember that.
You're still the most beautiful girl in the whole wide world. Why don't we go out maybe for a drink sometime now that we're, reconnected?
Why don't you give me
Pass.
your card?
Sure, this will do. Don't look at my cholesterol levels. They're a disaster.
Is this representing like this is who she's getting hit on by now? Is
There.
What the?
buttery smooth, Fred? Buttery smooth. Thank you for all these years with us. You were amazing.
Oh man,
Were.
past tense. Ooh, look at that.
Oh.
Ooh.
So it's
Look at that view.
Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? Younger, more beautiful. One single injection unlocks your DNA.
There we go.
This is what we got, the egg.
Yeah.
A better version of yourself.
They make another you.
You just have to share 1 week for one and 1 week for the other. You are one. You can't escape from yourself.
It's like Time Cop. They can't touch each other.
I got to be honest. If I'm the subject for some sort of medical experiment, that's a shit promo video.
Well, yeah, they made it like a horror.
Yeah.
Well,
Not, hey, this works by cellular division, regenerating your current existing cells. You'll have to take it on a weekly basis. Yada, yada, yada.
That martini went down real quick.
Whoa. They all did.
woo.
That'll happen.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
4 or 5 of those. We keep
got that.
right there. That's
Yep, right there.
That's the one.
Pretty much.
right there.
Oh, that's gonna get smashed probably.
Oh.
Did I hold up a cue card?
It's because you probably rented this and seen it.
Yeah.
When
Watched it.
Hey, his thinking it was a vape pen was just a misdirection.
I'd like to order.
35 North Byron Alley.
did she go?
I think it's
No,
more.
Could have not been off screen.
No, she's still in her
Yeah.
dress and makeup from the night before.
Well, right.
Is
It
it
doesn't
still
mean
on
that
her
she
hand?
didn't
Is it
leave
still on her
and come
hand?
back.
Well, I think she's also drunk and now she's going to see it. Oh.
Is that the representative number of how many people have been in so far? She's 503.
Guessing she's number 503. Yeah. It's, not sketchy
What could go wrong?
at all.
I'm sure she opens it. It's like a fortress.
Oh,
It's
it's like
beautiful on the inside.
It's gonna be like the club scene in Blade.
Oh, fob card.
What? Oh, the subtle comedy they just put in here.
make it seem even sketchier than it already did.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Gorgeous on the inside.
Not a speck of dirt.
Nothing. Not a cobweb.
No.
Seems like a
Nothing.
real
Dust.
Spiders don't dare go in there. Barely an inconvenience is right in front of her.
We should have did this all in ASMR.
She's opening the box.
Because there is no top loud sounds in this film.
Oh.
Activator. Look at that.
Well, it's vacuum sealed for safety.
Which shows a high quality product.
It's like
Step 2. Stabilizer.
Oh, for her other self.
Oh, first.
Yeah, this seems like
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, that's how you feed your other self.
You stabilize every day. You switch every 7 days without expectation.
Without exception.
Remember.
You know, we can turn on the things that read it to us if you guys want.
Oh, I was just correcting. You said stabilizer and stuff too, so you said words as well.
You are the Matrix. Everything comes from you. This is simply a better version of yourself.
Oh boy.
Sign me up.
The red or blue pill. We got some green injection for you.
Of course they made it a neon green, right?
Love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Colors, Dave, they're important.
Yeah.
We're going to get Bane.
Yeah, can't watch these. This is like food chewing for Dave. I can't watch injections.
Oh, that's a hard landing.
Yeah, it comes with a free concussion.
Oh my God. What is happening?
Is she gonna?
Is this going to be like a split off?
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh my.
Oh, no, we're not getting an actual two of her.
Oh.
Oh no, wait. Look at it's making her. Oh, it's her, but just young. Like that's transformation. Oh, that. Oh no. Oh.
Yep, there's going to be 2, just like the egg.
No. It's just.
See, look at her pupil.
Look at her.
Oh God.
That is fucking awesome.
All right. All this.
That is one of the coolest things. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Yes. Okay, so one's gonna have green, one's gonna have blue eyes.
Time travel.
Memories multiplying.
You're a new woman. Oh shit.
Me too.
Okay, but she still has to feed herself and the other self. So
How the f
that
do you repair her
wound in
old
her
self?
back will heal up.
I think if she's
All right, here's
young
the big
self,
reveal.
she's not gonna want
Here we
to.
go.
She's not gonna care about the old self. This is what she wanted.
That's not what I expected. I thought they'd do like the de-aging thing like they did in The Irishman.
So I saw Demi Moore in one of her first roles, 1985 or 86's One Crazy Summer, which I hope we get to on this channel, and it's not what she looks like.
Oh, now her eyes are changing. Back to green or not. Staying blue.
You know, it's just all systems engage. Answer. I am literally surrounded. I can't look this way. I have to look that way.
Her ability to just know how to automatically.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Well, it's just sewing.
I gave myself stitches. Not that hard.
You gave yourself stitches?
Yeah.
Oh.
Food Matrix.
Oh boy.
Oh God. Now that she's the younger version, what does she do now?
Whatever she can go. She wants.
She can go.
She can go and
get that role.
yeah, she can go and do the audition.
Get her career back.
Yeah, but she's like
Not her. Yeah.
Right. I understand.
That's the only thing that.
Hello.
What the hell was gonna happen?
Ooh.
Oh, that's what you
new
get.
model.
That's what you get when you take drugs from shady people. And
Oh, you take the
back
stabilizer every day.
That's a big needle.
So
Right into the spine?
Yeah, he said she was a good candidate.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, spinal fluid.
So we have to draw from the spinal fluid of the normal self.
And then every 7 days, apply it, is what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh, at least it doesn't matter where you put that.
This is... Who thinks of this stuff?
So an intramuscular injection of spinal fluid.
Well, it's
Notice
'cause
how the
she
one
broke
eye's
it.
gone?
Yeah, because she broke it.
But I think there's definitely some symbolism there.
Yeah.
Very flexible.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
But can she do it between two chairs like Van Damme, Bloodsport?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was...
That's pretty much what she did.
Yeah.
Guys, we didn't see it.
Thanks. We'll let you know by next week. Too bad her boobs aren't in the middle of her face instead of that nose. Next!
That is the industry.
That is it, yeah.
Looks like everything sure is in the right place this time.
Or Channing.
And the power is back.
Got them old school Reeboks on.
I'm Sue. Sue.
Where is she?
Ah, look at that outfit.
Look at those shoes. Oh, nice.
Gorgeous. Little angel. You're hired. We want a show that's just like you. We air in 2 weeks, so let's get to work.
I have to be out of town every other week.
We will work around any mother, brother, f***ing sick puppy you need to take care of.
He is just crushing this. What a slime ball.
Some of the cinematics here look like an 80s music video. Yeah.
Oh, those were Asics, not Reeboks. My mistake.
Old junk, Elizabeth.
Old junk. All right, so she's feeling good now, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, what about the transition when she
Yeah.
has to go back to old Elizabeth?
Do we at some point reach the too much zone?
Well, there's going to be the tipping point where she's not going to want to...
Yeah, not go back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last day.
You should get a robe like
That is Mason Quinn's robe. You haven't been to his house lately.
We're gonna get a new shipment mailed to her house, or is she got to go to creepy?
It's like one of those box subscription services.
Well, there goes the blood.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I know the...
That's a cool shot. Oh, Jesus. Gentle with the face.
Oh, oops!
Oh, that's it.
They took down all the pictures. Of her.
We've all been wanting to have a drink with you for your departure. We got you just a little something to keep you busy. Always great to see you.
Oh, that's kind of neat. Yep, might as well get this ready.
There we go.
She does have to go back there and get it.
They can't send it to the house.
She's just waiting for the days she gets to go back to being Sue.
Oh, I like it. Well, it's got to be nice. You're like
And Sue's back.
You're semi-retired, you know?
It's all like an 80s commercial, all of it.
Drinking Diet Coke.
Look at the quality of this thing. This thing is sturdy. It's beautiful. Hold that one for me. That one's mine. How can you ever...
Look at that.
Oh, scar's healing
That's
up.
improved huge.
Yeah, it's a pretty massive zipper, though.
I think you'd move the body to someplace else.
It's been 14 days.
What was the knocking on the walls for?
I think she's trying to figure out where to keep the body.
Yeah, find something hollow.
Because if you ever have anybody over, you can't let them just sit in the bathroom.
You know, open now. I thought that Miss Sparkle.
She moved out. I'm the new tenant. You wanted to complain about something?
I think it's like awesome when there's stuff going on in the building. You know what I mean? I'm actually quite handy. You know what I mean. I live right here, so you know where to find me.
She's not asking you, pal, with that haircut and those shorts.
Secret door.
Yep.
Impressive.
Nice job.
Fantastic work. Are you guys getting vibes that she's really self-hating her older self?
Yeah, she wants to
she
totally
wants to
be in the new body.
Vibrant.
Well, at first I was taking it as like she just wants to keep her partner.
You think she's going to start getting greedy and trying to stretch it out an extra day here and there?
Maybe.
Well, let's see what happens if it's just an extra
I know
day.
it's not going to work.
I'm Sue, and it's time to pump it up.
Definitely an updated dance from what Elisabeth was doing.
Yeah. Just not the elbows in and stuff anymore.
I'll see you next week. Take care of yourself.
You're not too late. Too slow, Junior.
You get it for Demi.
Here's our guy. What a slime ball.
Here's our guy. Use some different words there, pal.
Yeah.
You know, what we haven't got into is how much all of this costs. Like, she hasn't had to pay anything for it. Like, what does the provider want from her?
I won't be out late, so just wait.
Oh,
boy.
Getting low.
Huh. Right there. She's basically just saying, you're my vessel. Just stay. Oh.
I won't be out too late. Well, now she wants to go
and really
enjoy the nightlife of the, being young again. Oh my God. That's like the most 80s thing ever. The girl's riding in the back of the convertible sitting up like that. Uh-oh. Oh, not good. I wonder if if Sue's going to start like convulsing and bleeding and like all sorts of wild shit. Oh no.
Got a visitor.
This is not going to go well.
Is she going to walk out of the closet? Oh, can they both exist at the same time?
No. But remember, she's going to have she needs that body. Yep.
To stay alive. Yep.
Here we go.
Everything is probably in there.
She's going to have to come out as her and say, hey, I'm Sue's mom. She's not feeling well. You got to go.
She's going to try to fight it.
Oh no.
Switch every 7 days. Without exception.
No exceptions.
Nada.
Oh, she's going to try to reuse it.
Try to get one more.
No.
Same spot over and over?
The instructions did say, without exception. They didn't say try to run it 8 days.
What did you do? You seem even more beautiful than before.
Smooth.
Oh God. Oh! Oh my God. Oh! What? The parts are just falling out. Oh, she did the switch.
That really happened though?
Oh, well, she had
and
fun.
Demi had the vision, or Elisabeth had the vision of the guy on the motorcycle before that happened.
She partied hard.
There's
shit.
Uh-oh. Is he still there?
What is that note?
Keep an eye on her. Oh, on her, the bike.
Oh!
What the hell?
Oh, so it turns out if you break the rules, other parts of you age terribly?
Age at a rapid rate?
Yeah.
So we're...
You now have a necrotic finger.
He's going to have to chop that one off, I think.
No. All right, so push to 8 days. You're pretty much infecting yourself.
Yep.
I'm 503.
Yes.
There's been a slight misuse causing an alteration.
What has been used on one side is lost on the other side. There's no going back.
I don't know what she was thinking.
There is no she and you. You are one.
Oh my God. I mean, the price to pay for what she wants.
Uh-oh, what did she just see?
Oh my God.
Sil? Oh, I just saw you on TV. Makes me want to join your class.
Get the out of here, dude.
What about a drink at my place tonight? Take your time, but it's a date.
Oh.
Did that move?
Yeah.
Your refill has been delivered. You think she's curious? Okay, how many other boxes do we have right now? Was it a total of
all
17
we saw was
boxes?
207 is as far
It
as
looked like
numbers.
there
And
was-
that must be... Well, we don't know if the nurse that said she was a good candidate, if he uses it or if he just gives it out.
If he's the dealer.
Yeah.
Oh.
What can I get you?
Don't take that one off, I guess.
Mocha latte.
It's long, isn't it? 7 days.
Oh, somebody who knows. Ah, he's got the mark.
That's the
Oh,
nurse.
that's the nurse.
And he's 207.
He's 207. Well, there's
There
our
we go.
answer.
And there's a scar.
Yep.
Each time you feel a little more lonely.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
It gets harder each time.
Okay, so is he fully an old guy?
Has
or
she
is he
started
that way
yet?
Because he pushed the
Eating
limits.
away at you.
Oh, so he probably wasn't this old when he started, but the younger version is pushing it and it's eating away at him. That's what he's referencing.
Yeah, you just lose yourself each time. A little more. Each time you take it, you're losing yourself more and more and more.
Watch out!
Troy's a real gentleman.
Man.
Love the Chevelle, though, right?
You're still the most beautiful girl
still
in the
mattered to
whole
Fred.
wide world.
Hi, Fred. It's Lizzie. Maybe we could get together and grab a drink?
How nervous she is.
I could book Luigi's at 8.
Bye.
Now, all of a sudden, the one finger, the one change in her body, it's a representation of her confidence just sunk however many levels that she now feels like the attention from Fred is
help.
valid. Yeah.
See, she's already comparing herself to.
Oh yeah,
to Sue.
100%. Yep,
She could have
100%.
left. She was ready to go.
Oh, is creepy neighbor gonna see her leaving?
No, she's
Billboard.
She's constantly seeing Sue. Constantly. Oh, the body comparisons and everything that she's doing right now.
Oh, you're never gonna make it on time.
Trust me, Fred
doesn't care about any of that.
Oh, redoing the whole makeup.
Oh,
it's like haunting her.
Man, I thought she was gonna make it this time. Come on.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there go the eyelashes.
Oh no. No, stop. Please stop.
She left Fred hanging.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, here we go, everyone.
Jeez. Oh.
I'm sorry. I thought I just got distracted.
The director said he saw something bizarre on the monitor.
Oh boy, here we go.
Can I have my dressing gown?
Sorry, it's in your dressing room.
Well, then go and get it.
Is it gonna pop up or is she?
No, it's just gonna be like material is out of place or something.
I need 5 minutes.
Oh, is that bruising? Lumping?
Yeah, it's like a big lump.
Oh. I thought it was just all in her fucking mind.
Oh, that's dumb.
She's gonna try to push it to her belly button.
Don't do that.
Yep.
Oh,
Nope.
what in the hell?
Nope.
Holy shit.
What the fuck is that?
Is that a chicken wing?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, okay. What the hell?
Chicken leg.
Drumstick. What's that? That is awesome.
I can't have chicken. It goes right to my ass.
Okay.
Oh, she is binging on purpose.
Yeah, because they showed that bird in the fridge.
Now that's it's versus each other.
Yeah.
They made it personal.
But there is no they, only you.
Hello, everybody.
The taping's been canceled.
Harvey wants to see you in his office immediately.
Did they see like an ounce of cellulite in the shot? Is that what he? Oh, nice office.
What's Harvey up to?
We saw cellulite on camera.
We can't keep you on the morning show.
Prime time.
But
They're
why?
moving her.
I just started.
Ratings are through the
Yep.
roof.
Prime time.
It's phenomenal. We want you to host the New Year's Eve show.
Is that
correct?
50 million viewers live. You can't go higher than that.
Shit, I wish we would have saw that calendar now.
Yeah.
Well, it was May that
Yeah.
she did it. So yeah, a few months.
You don't open the door when opportunity knocks, you won't get another chance.
She's just
One
got.
more day, and then I have a whole week off. You can switch.
This is what happened to the other guy. She's just gonna turn like old. This is what happened to
Oh,
the other guy.
look at how fucking bad
That's
got.
real infected.
Yep.
Oh my
This is what
God.
happened to the other guy. She's just gonna. Oh, did you see what she was pulling out?
No,
the liquid. Oh, the liquid was all.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, my god.
And the whole hand.
Yeah. Oh,
and,
look at her. Look at that infection on her back. Holy shit.
She's stealing more and more time from me.
Would you like to stop? If you are not satisfied, you can put an end to the experience and go back to being just you. What has been transferred won't come back.
Won't come back.
Can't come back, Bob.
I can't stop. The balance just needs to be respected.
So respect it.
Guys, this is so bad. Doesn't say on there for the better.
Now you'll have just 45 seconds.
Oh, she's not gonna be able to walk. She's got to set it.
Oh, she's bleeding on her mouth.
Oh, there you go. Set it and forget it.
French cuisine.
The superstar of the moment. Oh my God,
Oh
that
my
is huge
goodness.
news. Everyone is
Eviscerate the
aware
turkey.
that you replaced Elisabeth Sparkle. You turned up the volume and you rocked their
I
world.
can't really say that I actually watched her show.
Oh my God.
Guys, this is like the most thing we've watched on this.
This is disturbing.
No, we've watched worse.
What?
Saltburn.
Not even fucking close, dude.
You wouldn't exist without me.
What the fuck's going on?
Chainsaw noise.
Our final question. Would you share one of your little beauty secrets with us?
Tell them who your little beauty secret is. Here's your little beauty secret.
I guess I just try to be myself.
Wait till she comes back and sees the mess this apartment has become.
I try to be myself. Stop it. Control yourself.
What a shithole.
Oh my fucking God.
Gross.
Oh my God.
Fat.
She's going to take everything.
Oh.
Oh
my God. We have went into overdrive with this
yeah,
shit.
he's taking everything.
Oh.
I don't know if you can just throw
How
that
is she
stuff
gonna
in
be
the
alive after
refrigerator.
this?
There's no way.
If you're gonna spew into this.
Oh no, 3 months?
Yeah. She started in May. That was the calendar she had up. Break a leg. They're going to.
They are going to love you.
Oh, there's the guy. Isn't it? Or is that a different
That's a
one?
new one.
That's a new one.
That's not the nurse?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, then she's been given all the food supplement to her.
Oh, that's all that's left.
And it's junk, isn't it?
Yep.
Hey, this is an emergency. There's no more stabilizer fluid. It's fucking 503.
Yes. It means you've reached the end.
The end.
If you want more, you must let the fluid regenerate. You simply have to switch.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Babe?
Oh, he's calling her babe, so that leads me to believe that maybe they've been together for a little bit.
Well,
yeah, well, Troy called.
Oh, here we go.
Too.
Is something wrong?
That's what happened to the guy in the diner. He pushed it. Not as bad as she did, but he pushed it.
Who the f is this?
Leave me alone.
Is he gonna leave or call 911?
Oh, he's getting the hell out of there. He don't give a shit.
Oh, this is.
Yep, this is the most. This is they requested this
No.
for the same reason they requested.
No,
Saltburn.
we picked it.
We picked it.
Yes. I.
Yeah, that's gonna say.
This wasn't a request.
No. Well, there some people did request it, but
Like,
it wasn't a
but it's the same request on the lines of Saltburn. Like, hey, watch the most fucked up thing you could possibly watch.
I want to stop.
We'll deliver.
I don't think you can go back to that. There's no going back. Can't go back, Bob.
Can't go back, Bob.
Now you have that version, looking on that version and wishing she was that again.
Yep.
There's the symbolism there.
How's she even gonna get there? A lot of blankets.
It's pretty mobile.
Sue, I off.
Yes. Yeah.
She's moving.
Yeah.
Back in the door and smoking his head was great.
Funniest thing in the whole goddamn thing.
Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. What if the whole movie
is a dream sequence?
I don't know. You can
look at the strength. It's got to be a dream sequence because she wouldn't be able to run and carry it like this.
Look at the goddamn strength now.
It's all a
There we
dream
go.
sequence.
Yeah. I
don't think she can do it.
Are you sure? On your own. On your own.
There. Now you gotta.
She didn't plunge.
You gotta do the plunger.
She's gonna have regret. She's gonna pull it out.
She's gonna show up and make a scene in front of everybody.
That's not your real prediction, is it?
Yep. She injected 75% of it though.
Yeah.
I need you. Because I need myself.
Oh. Well, damn.
Come on.
Oh, hey.
They're both.
I think this is possible.
And she's in seats.
What did you try to do to me?
She's gonna do it to her. What is going on?
I did not fucking see this coming, guys.
Oh,
shit!
Her spine would be destroyed at this point.
What is going on?
Oh, Diamond Dave, you picked a banger.
Now,
Get her with the vase.
She's gonna be hack silver.
Some of them requested it. I just.
Oh, concussed.
How will we talk this out?
Oh my God.
Oh, this is so fucking brutal. Oh, what the? Oh God. Oh, look at her
Got
face.
a little deep with that gig.
Oh! Okay. It's all a dream sequence. I think this is a giant metaphor for self-hatred right here.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
That's what this is.
Dude, it started off funny with the start of the fight, and then once you start letting that settle in, it would stop being funny.
So the whole thing's ridiculous.
Well, just because of this literally, like you were saying, the self-hatred of yourself just took over. How was she alive?
Oh, she's, like I said, she's going to have a big display on New Year's Eve in front of everybody. She's just going to explode on stage or some shit.
I'm gonna be right back. Sorry.
Oh, I wonder if
Look at that.
the other body at home wasn't.
Yeah, parts of her are falling off.
Did her tooth
Just like
just
I
fall off?
thought. This new body's
Oh, not good.
Yep, pull it out.
Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, gonna meet the tooth fairy.
Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? More perfect.
Is she gonna do it again to herself?
She just is going to do it again?
Let me introduce you to the shareholders. They have been dying to meet you. Is everything okay?
Look at all these creeps.
Give us a
So
smile.
smile.
There you go.
That's what we want tonight.
Come on, we gotta go.
Feathers. Feathers.
God, Randy Quaid is just crushing this.
You
as
mean
a
Dennis.
Dennis. I keep calling him Randy. Dennis.
Randy Quaid.
Oh, they're brothers. It's easy mistake.
Well, let's just.
Ready for tonight?
Holy shit, she made it back to the apartment?
But if she starts over, would the version of her that comes out look exactly like her?
There's more?
Single use. Oh, what kind of mutant is this going to be?
Oh,
I don't even want to know, but I'm going to look.
Oh!
It's not going to be the same her. She knows.
Well, this is
she doesn't know that.
mutation
But
of a mutation, so
Yeah.
it's going to come out here.
Well, from what I've seen in movies, they just get dumber every time you duplicate them. That's what I've seen.
It's gonna look exactly like Sue. Well, they didn't
You know what I
necessarily. Yeah, we know. Well, we don't.
Oh! No, not at all. It's going to be a mutation, just like Mason Quinn said.
Is that from RoboCop?
I think that's
very
I
RoboCop.
think that's Friday the 13th, the first one. That's Jason Voorhees coming out of the lake.
Is that Demi?
That's Demi.
That's Demi. Yeah.
Monstrally
Yo.
Sue.
This is her. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's putting the dress on. Oh, there's an eye.
All right, I'm fucked. See, all right, guys, that's.
I see you. The curler. Super glue. Are they going to do the Wolverine Hugh Jackman? It's me, Hugh Jackman. Yeah. Oh no! Yeah, I told you. I told you. Told you she was gonna go on stage.
At last, we're starting to worry. Hurry up, you're up in 5.
Oh, she looks beautiful.
Beautiful.
Told you it's a dream sequence. Kids at this show?
Yeah, I was just going to say there's kids.
She's my most beautiful creation.
Behold the ninth wonder of the world.
I'm so happy to be with you tonight. I miss you all so much.
Oh no, the super glue fell off. Oh, what is that?
What the?
What's coming out of the head?
Another boob?
Another head? Oh no, another boob.
It's growing a.
Oh, finally?
One person.
I just will have you. I can.
Oh!
Another head just gonna grow out?
Yeah. Oh, there goes the eye.
What's going on?
Too bad her boobs aren't in the middle of her face instead of that nose.
Next!
Like I clearly saw a hose.
Yeah, can you imagine the production for this? Jeez. Sprinkler.
Oh man.
Look at the walls.
That is awesome.
Still going.
Oh, there goes a leg. It's like the Thing.
It's just got, whatever level of normal it just was, it went way.
Oh, she's gonna at least get to her star.
Yep. And now the film finally gives us a little piece.
Beautiful. You're irreplaceable.
Get rid of all the ketchup that was on there before. There we go.
Well, guys,
are you not entertained?
This one was heavy with a lot of themes and stuff up until that last 20 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
That's why I
wow,
was
it's
saying
like,
the entertained part.
boy, it's like pick a theme you want to pull out of it, because look, all the over the top 1980s horror movie, blood and guts and gross out type stuff, all that aside, like, it's like, wow, pick a theme. You know, do you want to talk about how people in Hollywood view their worth and what their value is? You know, that, they put so much emphasis on youth and beauty, and that's what the industry craves, and that's what it needs. Do you pick that theme? You take a theme of substance abuse and how it's used, and pushing the limits, not following instructions, for lack of a better term. Your self-image, your body image. I think one of the first things that we said when the movie started, it was like, oh, Demi Moore, she still looks great. She's still got it, after all this time. It's like, what would she pay to go back to how she was in the beginning of the movie? But yeah, just a ton of themes to take out of it. As much as it turned into what felt like an early 80s gross out horror flick with blood spraying everywhere and the over the topness of it, but an absolute something. I don't know what it was, but everything from very unique. Look, I'll say that incredibly unique with the sound design, the camera shots, the way everything was done. Just in terms of how they worked with angles and lighting and that sort of thing was definitely unique and different. A lot of the up close camera shots when everybody was running and they had the cameras like right underneath them, basically, that was pretty wild. But like, look, I mean, how much time do you have to talk about all the different themes and messages that were in here? Like I said, I covered a number of them, from body image, sexism, putting so much emphasis on your looks that you think that that's all there is to you is your beauty, and that's all you have, nothing else. And then the obsessive lines you'll go through to try to keep that, because it's the old have a little bit of work done, and then a little more, and then a little more, and then next thing you know, you're on stage shooting blood at everybody.
Hey, I'm glad you mentioned that. So I did pull up a review here, and it didn't click with me until I just saw this, and I'm glad you brought that up because it's perfect timing. The end with the blood spewing is meant to communicate her blood is on the audience hands too. So with all the themes that you were just kind of alluding to, this is just kind of like one of the themes too. They kind of lead up to what that was, but
yeah, we'll see. And
it's interesting.
And I guess if I did have
correlate that until
and I guess if I did have a knock on the film, it was that for me, I felt like this is a really kind of compact story that probably even didn't need to be as long as it was. And that because for me, with all the over the topness and the grossness and the whatever, I think some people will take it one of two ways. Either it'll like shock you into seeing everything, or it'll be so much that you see it just as they wanted her to be beautiful. She was willing to do anything, being driven to that and pushed to that. and you just kind of take that at a surface level and you don't dive too much into the movie because of the last 15 or 20 minutes or so. So I think a lot of folks probably be pretty on the far ends of the spectrum here, pretty divided on it. I think you'll see, which I do see a lot of incredibly deep themes to it, don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of folks also might just take everything very superficial, surface level, like, oh, okay, it was a Hollywood actress who wanted to be beautiful. She was forced into it. They wanted somebody younger and prettier. She was willing to do whatever it took. It backfired on her because she pushed it too far, and that was the movie. And then we had some fun, gross out stuff. So like I said, I think that's the one of two ways that I think a lot of people will see it. But yeah, for me, this was something else.
Yeah, you always wish you could be younger, right? And so I think that's where this spoke to that as well, that she noticed that her career, like, it started out with, like, we didn't know how long of a time jump it was, but just walking through the hallway, you saw how young Demi was to start out as, with Elisabeth, with her fitness show all the way to the end. And like, it started off too as everyone wishing her a happy birthday. So then you saw the cracks in the star. You saw her getting older, and she wanted to hold on because she knew she was out of that job. Well, what was out there for? I mean, if she was just in like aerobics and fitness, we didn't see if she had any other acting, chops other than the show. We saw she had a star, so you'd figure she could still do acting in TV and movies. So I don't know why she'd want to really truly jump to this becoming younger again or having a second version of her. But I do like how they went about doing it with having the nurse saying, hey, you're the perfect candidate for what? And then she got the mail. They showed us the eggs in the beginning. They showed us the video, which you shit on for the video, but it was really true that they are one, and they had one looking and one perfect circle, and that you could have the balance of 7 days of each. And at first she seemed all right with it. She was like, all right. Like, I would have looked at it this way. If it was me, I'd be like, all right, I get 7 days to just do nothing. Sit and relax, make a lot of food, and then let the younger version that's not me go out and hit the world and hit the ground running. But in this instance, it was showing that she wanted to still achieve more. But then what really drove her mad was, one, seeing the billboard across the road, like looking into her apartment the whole time, and then seeing her on the news when she was talking about, like, oh, I never watched Jurassic Fitness and all that other stuff. So I think that's what really drove her to go a full 3 months, I'm sorry, of just doing the spinal fluid. And like, we saw how dirty it was at the end, and that was wild to me that she was even able to move or come back at that point. So the prosthetics and the practical everything with her was amazing, because they kept
the prosthetics.
They kept and then the practical effects.
Yeah,
and they kept the blanket over the top of her in that room to make sure that we had never got a visualization of what was truly happening to her. The first hour and a half, the hour 45 was great. I mean, I get the end. We saw one of the reviews where it's like, we are the audience, and like, it actually clicks and makes sense that the blood is on our hands too, because we as the audience, we want that. We want our Scarlet or our Starlet or our main actor to look the same forever, but they're not gonna. So it's kind of on us too for wanting that. So I get that. That actually makes perfect sense to me. But like, the whole blood scene, like, yeah, it was an 80s gore movie. So like, that kind of lost in the moment of watching the movie. It lost me a bit. I was laughing during that instead of really thinking about it, which, thanks for the review, actually helped out. But yeah, that first hour 45 was powerful, and what the length people will go to stay on top.
I don't know how much of all my stuff is going to make the cut. So this movie, Dave, I don't even need a name. Whoever wrote this movie, whoever directed it, everybody involved in this movie is, I'm going to just say flat, I think is next level fucking brilliance. I know it was hard on my gut. Coralie Fargi and wrote it and directed it. Okay. You're I don't even know who that is, but fucking brilliant. And here's why. So, Dave said we were going through some reviews, and some people say, well, we lost it at the end and you lost it with the gross out stuff. You can easily write a story and tell a story about older actresses in Hollywood and the competition for roles with younger actresses and aging and beauty standards and all that stuff. And you could write a very compelling story without any special effects, without anything. You get younger actresses, you get older actresses, and you tell a story about, oh, hey, I'm not getting as much work as I used to, or maybe now they want me in Good Housekeeping instead of Cosmo. And you can tell that story 1,000 different ways, and probably with, there's so many actresses in their 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s and even that we revere in Hollywood that you could have told a very compelling story with. She took a completely different route with this, right? And said, how can I tell this story in a completely different manner? That's something people have never seen before, that is going to be visually impactful, okay? That's going to tell a story that's going to be just loaded with metaphors. And how can we get it to stick? I can tell you guys, this is a movie that will stick with me because of everything that they put in it. And to me, that's what makes this film powerful. How can we make it memorable? How can we make it whatever? It'll make the cut at some point. I brought it's going to be in the cut where I said this is more messed up than Saltburn. And everything that we've done on this channel, I think Saltburn, Midsommar, and The Barbarian are probably the most messed up things. And they're incredibly memorable for me. This is like more messed up than all three of those put together. And so this story will stick with me. And I think that's really brilliant the way they told it. Again, you could have talked about all these lessons, and whether you want to call them lessons or the things that this movie represents in a completely non-gory or weird manner. And it would have probably been good, but maybe not memorable. Look, as far as the meaning of the movie, I think a lot of them are pretty superficial. As we get older, we're hard on ourselves. We hold ourselves to these standards. But look, they wanted to make it very clear in this film that Hollywood, and it's kind of it's an overgeneralization to just say Hollywood, but just for the sake of not having this review go 3 hours long. I know Dave joked like this is one we could talk about for hours. Look. Hollywood wants young and they want beauty, and they want you to do everything that you can do to stay young and beautiful, including, procedures and stuff like that. But if you go too far with it, well, then we're going to chastise you and say, oh, you went too far with it. Look at you now. And
then there's consequences and there's pushing it too
right.
far.
And we see that now. It's like, well, it's okay to do a little bit of Botox and it's okay to do a little bit of fillers, but don't go too far with the Botox and the fillers and the facelifts, because otherwise then Hollywood's going to say you went too far. And then we're going to chastise you and tell you are a monster, which is what happens here. And I think it's prevalent in Hollywood. And it's interesting that they've used Demi Moore as the main character, because Demi has been one of those actresses who has aged very gracefully. I know I can't say in the last 5 to 10 years, but I know into her 40s she was open about not wanting to do cosmetic surgery procedures. She was aging so gracefully, and I think we can all agree that the older version of Demi in here is absolutely gorgeous, right? Now is that what Hollywood thinks? Maybe not, because she's 50, but I think the general population is all going to agree that she's gorgeous. But we do see a lot of women at her age that go very heavy on the procedures, whether it's because
it's actually 60.
Yeah, Demi's 62 here, unfucking believable. And I say that in a good way. Is that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was just making sure. I think the metaphors in here were really, really powerful. Look, the way the film was shot, they made Dennis Quaid and the shareholder so creepy, which I think is representative of a lot of like higher ups. His
name was Harvey.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of the higher ups in Hollywood that I don't want to get too controversial.
Played a hell of a slime ball. Well, and I just want to jump in real quick because you said Hollywood a number of times. Look, let's not put all the blame on Hollywood. They're simply providing a product that people are demanding. Yeah. And so, it's one thing to blame Hollywood, but that's why I like the scene at the end with the audience. They were all getting the blood because they're just fulfilling a desire that's wanted.
Absolutely, that's a very good point. They're the ones that are providing the products to the people, and if the people were consuming the older actresses and the older actors, then there wouldn't be a need to do that. So that is a really good point. You can't put it all on them. But the movie was loaded with metaphors. The balance that they kept talking about, I thought that was really brilliant. She found out there was, she had one finger, which was they made pretty graphic. But that was okay. We got to find balance. Like that was the wake up. Like we got to find balance, and she just couldn't do it. Kept pushing, and I think that's another very strong metaphor of like, look, there is a balance. We could talk a lot about mental health in this as to, how we're able to love ourselves as we get older and as our body changes and stuff like that, and what we see when we look in the mirror. I thought the spinal fluid was a very powerful metaphor of how much can you take from yourself? How much can you down talk yourself before you're just broken? We're so hard on ourselves. How much can you take from yourself before you just completely fall apart? I think that was a metaphor. And I debated on bringing this up as we were watching it, but I feel like I have a different insight on this whole thing than some other people watching might have, and I'm going to explain that a little bit without going too long. They showed her as being a fitness icon. Now I'm 45. I've worked in the fitness industry. I've been involved in the industry for a long time. I've worked very heavily in the fitness industry for the last decade, or 12 years actually, since 2013. I know this movie is very heavily focused on females, and I think they definitely receive more pressure than men. I think we can all agree on that. There is across the fitness industry a ton of pressure, obviously, on the way we look, not just facial features, but on how our body looks as well. And I know there are a lot of older fitness competitors, and I will say a lot of older bodybuilders who get into their 50s and 60s that struggle immensely with body image. Anybody who works out, we see the memes about how it's never good enough. We've all got body dysmorphia to some extent once we start getting into lifting weights. But it's more extreme in the fitness industry because, like, you see the way if you're a top fitness athlete, like the way you look when you're 25 or 30. Like I look at how I looked. I'm 45 now, and I try to keep in great shape, but I don't look like the way I looked when I was 25 or 28. And this goes into like detail, like fullness and muscle bellies and all this stuff. And now I wake up and I look in the mirror every day, knowing how I looked versus how I look now. And I think that it's the extreme difference. Like if you were somebody who just took good care of yourself, the way you looked when you're 25 and the way you look when you're 50 is obviously going to be different. I wanted to feel, and I deal with that. And if I'm being like super transparent, and it's easy for people to be like, this is kind of one thing with Demi Moore is interesting too. It's easy for people like, oh, you look great. You look great. Because I can say that right now. I'm 45. I'm in as good a shape as I was when I was 21. But no, I'm being serious here. I'm in as good a shape as I was when I was 21, but I just don't look like I did when I was 21 or 25. And it's difficult, and you struggle daily. And so it did hit me hard when they were like, the balance thing, because I have to remember at 45, I'm not going to look like I did when I was 25. I can still try very hard to look good and be at my best, but I'm never going to fucking look like that again. However, another interesting thing, and I know I'm going long on this, but I think it's important with this film to address this because they showed it in here. They showed the scene where she was old and looking back at the picture on the wall, and you could tell she just wanted that back. Yep. Like that's what she wanted back. And I know at 45, when I'm 65, I'm gonna look back at how I look now at 45 and be like, oh fuck, I wish I could look the way I did when I was 45. And an incredibly powerful film, incredibly powerful metaphors. It's trite for me to sit here and tell a 50 or a 40-year-old woman like, hey, fuck what everybody thinks. But I think it's about finding balance, about realizing that there's the inevitability of us aging, and you have to find that balance between taking care of yourself and realizing we're all going to get older, but there's still beauty as we age. But I thought the film was brilliant. I thought the gore made it memorable. I thought it accentuated a lot of the things that a lot of times would be understated in a movie trying to tell the same story. And I thought this, for as many times as I cringed, I thought this film was fucking brilliant.
I'm going to just start off right away with a score.
Right, exactly.
I don't know. Look, guys, we come into this, immediately after. I feel like this is one of those films where, at least for me, it probably takes a couple hours minimum, maybe even a full day, maybe even a week to like just reflect and kind of let it sink in a little bit. Because right now I don't even. There was moments in there where I'm like, why am I watching this? Oh wow, that was intriguing. Like the range of emotions that I went through in this film was pretty interesting. So again, my rating is I don't know, because I don't know how to rate this. It could be a 1 after some self-reflection. It could be I could say it won't go higher than a 4. That's for sure. For at least for me. We're on a time thing too here, so I know I'm not going to touch on everything. Hopefully, Dave, I think you did good. Quinn, Andrew. But some of the things real quick here, self-hatred, the substance abuse, the ageism, sexualization, which was heavy in here.
Heavy.
Obsession and control, which we've seen, kind of body horror, which you're kind of talking about, one self-reflection as we get older. And then consequences was a big theme in here too, at least the way I took it. Always big fan of Demi and everything she's done. I think G.I. Jane was one of her best films that she's done. I was kind of cruising through the X-ray in here, but it looked like Ray Liotta was actually supposed to play Harvey, but he passed, so they got Dennis Quaid. And Margaret. Margaret in here, wow, phenomenal too. Just crushed the role. Again, Demi crushed the role. With some of the spots in here, like I had no idea what we were getting into. I don't know how to feel about that last 20 minutes. I don't know if it was too ridiculous or, as we were saying, with that whole blood.
One of two ways.
Yeah, where it's just a huge metaphor of the audience looking at, for lack of a better term right now, monster on the stage, right? Like how one kind of views the other. So that was just wild in itself. The metaphors in each part of this, someone could take and just run with it, and you probably could be right. The way that they laid this out in here. Start of the film was about the whole vanity, and it just took off right from there. The whole, like you were saying, the whole self-reflection, this is like a slight reflection of Hollywood was interesting. I want to give a huge shout out to the camera crew and the editing crew and sound design and cinematography. You guys, besides Demi and Margaret, stole the show. So you got the two actresses, and then you got the whole crew behind the scenes, because some of the shots that they were getting in here, that was a character of itself. That was stealing the show for me on some of that stuff. On some of that stuff there. Just the sound design for Dennis Quaid eating, that was wild, because that was meant to impact. It was meant to make you feel unsettling. Some of the shots in here of like the close-ups on Margaret's body, they kept going like boom, 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 like zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, cut here, cut there. Like at some point it was like, okay, I get it, but that was meant to make you feel something. They really hit something here. Now, if you didn't like it, 100% understand that you didn't like it. If you loved it, cool, understand it. If you were middle of the road, kind of like, well, it had potential, but this, I definitely get it. This film is meant to, it definitely got thought-provoking in full gear, at least for me, because it was just like, man, this is really making me uncomfortable here. Well, this is hilarious over here, but then like the fighting scene, I don't know if it'll make the cut. Hopefully it did. That fighting scene where Demi is whatever age, but she was, it's like she had superhuman power at one point, because it was
a front kick.
Well, it was weird, right? Because you were seeing in certain situations where
she couldn't get up out of a chair,
but yet she was carrying a body, and then she was running.
I think that was. I think that was metaphorical of how the desperation she felt at that age. There was so much desperation and so much anxiety and everything that it just overtook the age. I think that was metaphorical of. So I did want to put in one last thing, and Diamond Dave brought up the blood going all over the audience, and there's one thing that I think that is important to recognize, and that goes out to everybody. It is easy to, it's almost disgusting when you see people critique on social media or online actors and actresses and their weight and the way they look and things like that. And people in
Pro
general,
wrestling's pretty bad,
people
too.
in general have this. They have this thing. Well, I can say something rude about a celebrity on social media because it's like people think it's like fantasy land. Like it's not fucking real. Like, well, it's a celebrity. It's not a real person. They're never going to read what I say. So if I say somebody's fat, or if I say somebody's plastic surgery was botched, or if I say somebody's got extra cellulite here, like I can say that, but they're not going to see it. It's like, I know you don't want to fucking hear this, and I know a lot of people don't like have any sympathy for celebrities because they think they're in a financial situation where they don't have any worries in their life. People who are famous have the same body image issues, the same worries about aging, and everybody else. And I've had the privilege of working with, I'm not going to say Hollywood celebrities, but people in the fitness industry, and like people see your shit online comments. And of course, I'm not talking to our audience. I'm just saying to people in general, don't be mean to celebrities online. Don't say rude things because people see that stuff and it's bad. And I think that was the metaphor. The blood is on everybody's hands because people will see something and they'll be on their phone and be like, oh my God, your plastic surgery looks like shit. Or, oh my God, Lady Gaga did the Super Bowl a few years ago and she had like this much skin, like overlapping like her bottoms. And people were like, oh, Lady Gaga looked fat in the halftime show. And we were like, oh my God, like if I put on a pair of elastic shorts in bodybuilding contest shape, I have skin that comes over the side. And people are sitting on their phones and typing that stuff. Oh, she looks like shit. When you say that stuff, that's what that metaphor is. The blood's on everybody's hand. And Mason Clinton, I'm glad you brought it up because we overgeneralize Hollywood. But it's not just Hollywood. Yep. So if you're somebody on your phone and the next time you see something pop up about a celebrity and their latest update or this, think twice about what you type and about what you put out, even if it's on a TMZ post or a People magazine post or whatever, and you think, well, they're never going to see it. Just don't put that sort of negativity out. We are all responsible in some regard, and I think that's what that blood on the audience meant.
Yeah, and also set design. Shout out to you, all of
everybody.
You. Again, just the whole cast.
Colors,
shout out to everybody.
scheme,
I'll just kind of do it like that. The one thing that this movie brought up to my head here was the phone call when he said, "You lose yourself each time you go over that certain day." So there was some concepts in here that I thought were pretty unique and different because a lot of folks are like, why are we doing remakes? Why are we doing live action remakes? I'd say maybe give this one a chance and kind of form your own opinion on it, because if you read an opinion that didn't like it, you may miss out.
I definitely think it's
it's worth at least one watch.
Because I think anybody and everybody could interpret it in their own way. That's what I think is so great about this movie too. Like I had an interpretation about it, and then I read someone else and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Like the blood spewing scene. I didn't even think of it that way.
I didn't either
and
until
I
brought it up.
Either, so.
When she's wearing the mask of Demi and they're like, oh my God, you look great, you look great. That's how they feel after they get when they get their stuff, that they might still feel like they're a monster on the inside, but because they had this over the outside,
everybody's like, yeah,
you look great, you look beautiful. So
even something as simple as putting on makeup.
Oh yeah, Demi was having trouble, or Elisabeth was having trouble with just even that. Nothing was good enough.
Well, she wasn't having trouble. She just kept seeing Sue
that too,
and then making those similar
comparisons.
Herself to that younger version.
And Fred is still waiting. Waiting at that diner because he thought she was beautiful no matter what. So she could have showed up with nothing on, and
Fred would have been ecstatic,
and Fred would have still loved her. And that's what you have to remember too. For me, 4 answers. There, I did it right, guys. 4 answers. I actually loved it. And I think it is worth a rewatch, or if you haven't seen it and you just are watching this review, I say watch it. Build your own opinion on it. I thought it was really well.
By the way, I'm really looking forward to seeing your opinions or your thoughts on the film, because there's going to be some in there that will help change my perspective a little bit, because there may be something you caught that we just didn't say or get. Again, we know we're not covering the whole film, but again, I came with your thoughts.
That's why it's great you said it might take more than just this time for us to formulate, because you can think about something a little later that, holy shit, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, for me, like I said, I kind of covered everything I had in my initial review. Again, don't need to go back through that. The one thing that I did kind of think of as we were all talking here was the kind of the dangers and I shouldn't say dangers, I guess the pitfalls of the entertainment industry and whatever field you might go into. Look, I've got experience with the pro wrestling industry. If there's ever an industry where your body is on full display and you could have the most amazing match in the world, but if your body isn't right, that's all people will talk about. So it's an amazing comparison that they kind of had. And you have to be ready for the pitfalls of like, look, if you're going into an industry where your physical beauty is number one above everything, you have to be ready to accept the pitfalls that are going to come with that later on. So again, I thought it was a really powerful story. Demi's character, Elisabeth, was trying to like find, well, isn't there a way that we can do, like when she was talking to the guy on the phone, isn't there a way I can do something, or a way I can do this, or a way to find out? Like, no, it's black and white. This is what it is. That's the deal. So I thought, a pretty powerful film. But like I said, the couple of nitpicks that I had were I thought it went too long. Yeah. I thought it was a story that you could have told in a much tighter story, because the story itself was relatively simple with some incredibly heavy themes that I don't want to take away from. For me, a little bit long. The gross out at the end, while I feel it was necessary, it started to get over the top. And I think with Answer and I laughing, and maybe some of you folks are maybe laughing too, I think the messages and the themes kind of get lost in that a little bit. And like I said earlier, I think you go one of two ways. You see it as an incredibly important, powerful film that sticks with you, or you look at it as just kind of superficial themes of beauty, and then you have a laugh at a gross out fest, and then what happens to the actress in the end on her Hollywood star, just a bubble in a face, and then that's it, washed away, on to the next one. So yeah, for me, like I said, I kind of feel like Diamond Dave, so I'm going to give it a very middle of the road score. This is a 3.3. Oh, I got shown up by the answer. 3.3 out of 5 answers for me. Like I said, kind of a middle of the road score for me. And maybe this is one where you go back and look at it, or talk to somebody else who's seen it, who absolutely loved it or hated it. And I think that'd be an interesting conversation to have. But yeah, a wild movie. To something I was not expecting coming into it.
So there's 2 possible scores I can give this film. The first is the same score as Diamond Dave, which is a giant question mark. And the as far as from a scoring standpoint, the most parallel scoring that I can recall is when I had to score the film Hereditary. It threw me off so much that I was like, I don't know what direction I'm going with this score, because I thought the movie was brilliant, but it disturbed me deeply. So for this, a very heavy theme, I'm either going to go with a question mark or this score. And I thought the metaphorical power of this film was brilliant. These guys brought up the cinematography, the set design, everything was brilliant. So for me, I am actually going with a 5.
Ooh, a 5 spot.
And I'm going with a 5 because, again, the metaphorical power, the cinematography, the set design, I didn't think it went too long. I understand why people did think it went too long, and so I completely get that. And like these guys said, wherever you are, this is a film where I'll be like, if you said 0, I'm cool with it. I'm not going to be like, oh. If you said 2.5, 4, whatever. I think they wanted to hammer home all this stuff, and that's why it was as long as it was. We are going to just boom, boom, boom in your face over and over. Her recording the close-ups in the spandex and all that. They wanted that just hammered home, and they did that. So for me, based on creativity, the metaphors, the set design, the cinematography, a lot of things other than just the story, it's a 5.
All right. Well, there you have it. We had a lot of fun with this one. Hopefully you guys did too. Keep the thoughts in the comments coming, because we'd love to hear your theories and everything about this and how you interpret it, because I think it's open to many interpretations. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. Catch you in the next one, pals.